Welcome to our virtual Memorial Day service. Let us begin with the United States Pledge of Allegiance performed by the Girl Scouts of Central Indiana.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Memorial Day is a tribute to the military men and women who have laid down their life in service to this great nation. We are honored to have three special guests who will help us ensure that their sacrifices are never forgotten. To start, ladies and gentlemen, the 51st Governor of the state of Indiana, Eric Holcomb, a veteran of the United States Navy.
It's an incredible privilege this Memorial Day to join you in commemorating and honoring the lasting legacy of the brave women and men who have sacrificed so much for the freedoms that we enjoy. And while so many gatherings have looked different this past year, no global pandemic can dampen our resolve to honor the memory of the heroes among us, who possessed an extraordinary sense of duty and such an incredible love for our nation. They heard the call and they answered it, waking every day to ensure life continued as usual for their fellow citizens. And for so many, that commitment to duty took them around the world and unfortunately never brought them back. More than a century and a half ago, our nation's 16th president was tasked with dedicating as a national cemetery the Gettysburg battlefield, where an unimaginable sacrifice of life had occurred to make possible a new birth in freedom. Since that day, perhaps no one has uttered a more simple or eloquent tribute to the incredible price paid by those heroes, who were willing to give the last full measure of devotion so that nation, our nation, that nation might live. As President Lincoln did on that day, we honor our heroes, not just with our words, but by our resolve to continue the great task of remaining before us, so that their sacrifice was not in vain. Because we recognize that it's no accident that government of the people, by the people, for the people has endured here for nearly 2.5 centuries. So on behalf of 6.7 million Hoosiers, it's a great honor this Memorial Day to reflect and salute our patriots and their families. On this day and every day, we're grateful for those who gave all and all those who gave so much to keep us free.
Thank you, Governor Holcomb, for your immensely powerful words. America is such a large nation, yet only a few special men and women answer the call to serve it. To learn why, please welcome our next speaker, J. Stewart Goodwin, Brigadier General, United States Air Force retired, and the Executive Director of the Indiana War Memorials Commission.
Memorial Day, since May 30th, 1868, when it was called Decoration Day, is the one day set aside to honor our service members who paid the ultimate sacrifice in the service of our country. Everyone who joins the military starts with taking an oath, promising to swear they will defend the Constitution of the United States, defend the country against all enemies, both foreign and domestic, and obey the orders of those appointed over them, so help you God. But what does that mean? It means they will leave their loved ones and the life they knew. They will travel to places they may never had thought about or even knew existed, learn skills to protect themselves and their teammates, all in the name of protecting their country and its freedoms. That includes sacrificing their lives for citizens they will never meet or know, which is quite a promise. Over 48,000 Hoosier veterans have made that sacrifice since statehood. What do citizens get from that? The opportunity to live free. Have you ever thought about that? You can practice your religion whenever you want, travel anywhere, anytime you desire, and say pretty much whatever comes to mind. And all of these freedoms come to you at no cost. So the general consensus is we take them for granted. But most of us have figured out nothing is free and someone has to pay the bill. In our case, the bill payer is the United States military service member, and specifically those who gave their lives and suffering endured by their families because of the loss. Citizens who put the cloth of our nation on their backs in defense of it come from a myriad of backgrounds without distinction of race, color, creed, gender, or political preference. And those of us who serve to protect the freedoms of all Americans do so without giving a second thought to their demographics or beliefs. One team, one fight. Our differences should not define us. Once our freedoms are lost, all of our current problems will not matter because someone else will control your life. In closing, for more information on how we honor Hoosier veterans, type Indiana War Memorials Commission in your search engine. My hope is for you to think about the meaning of Memorial Day and pray for the service members and their families who paid the ultimate price. Remember, we are Americans first, and we live free because of those who protect our nation, especially those who gave their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, General Goodwin. An important reminder to all of us about the true meaning of service and why Memorial Day is so important. Indiana has lost many brave servicemen and women. Our final speaker is a 22-year veteran of the Indiana National Guard and has served a total of 33 years in the military. Please welcome Brigadier General Retired Wayne Black.
On Memorial Day, I, like so many Americans across the country and around the world, will pay tribute and honor to the men and women of our armed forces who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our country. These brave Americans fought the wars of our nation to protect and defend those freedoms we hold so near and dear to our hearts. Sadly, they paid a price, not only through their blood, sweat, and tears, but they paid a price with their lives. They died defending America and protecting the free world from those who threatened to destroy innocent lives. An unknown author once wrote, "May we never forget that freedom isn't free." So we commemorate these heroes by remembering their service and their sacrifice. We also pay tribute to the families of our fallen comrades whose lives were forever changed by the loss of their loved ones. Memorial Day dates back to 1868, when the graves of service members were decorated in honor of their service. It was called Decoration Day. Today, we adorn the graves of service members with flags. We also pause in remembrance and recognition of those who gave all. May we continue to remember these heroes, keeping in mind those principles for which they laid down their lives. They are a beacon of hope that freedom, democracy, equality, and peace will forever prevail throughout the world. May God bless the United States, and may God bless our military men and women.
Thank you, General, and all of our special guests, and thank you for joining us in honoring veterans this Memorial Day. We will conclude our program by asking you to join in observing a few moments of silence and the playing of taps. Let us never forget their sacrifice for our freedom.